Our war with Georgia and Russia is going pretty well. We're about to siege down Georgia's capital. We're at 71% on that. And then we have 2 more provinces to occupy from them, and Russia is getting most of their western territory occupied and sieged down. Those are the only 2 participants, aren't they? Yeah. So, and then after this war, I will be giving, I think I said already that this is the last war I will be giving land to my vassals in. And then, for wars against Milan, and I think Milan, oh, that's Holland, not Milan. With Milan, who is allied to Lucca, I call them in co-belligerent and it calls in Portugal. I take Portugal's islands in the Atlantic. Hopefully, that's the idea. They also have 2 colonial subjects. And then I take the last 4 provinces in Ireland from Great Britain. At least that's the plan. Again. So, let's finish up the war with Georgia-Russia. Truce with Portugal has ended. Toledo and Madrid have revolts. We'll take care of those. There's a Georgia army right there. Very small one. I don't know how many troops they have total. It can't be too much. Yeah, Georgia only has 7,000 infantry, 5,000 cav, and 0 artillery. So, yeah, that's the majority of their army is probably like right in this area. Won the Battle of Toledo. And in a couple days, probably the Battle of Madrid, I would hope. Okay, we won the Siege of Imereti. And looks like Georgia's building more troops. We'll leave behind let's leave behind 4,000 total. And I'm not even going to worry about Russia. I'm going to let my vassals take care of Russia. Okay, we converted something. Let's convert Canaries. And was Rhodes recently converted or something? Yeah, they have religious zeal still for 20 years. Jesus. Okay. And let's leave behind another stack of 4 here. And this will give us full occupation on Georgia, which, if the war goes on long enough, will give us 100% war score, but we'll probably piece Russia out before that. We're gaining war score really quickly, it looks like. We discovered that Mexico has canceled military access. Okay. Esprit de Corps. What is our army professionalism at? 96.53, so we'll have 99.53 army professionalism after that. Oh no. At the moment, our scientists seem to be running out of things to discover. Well, probably not, but the revolution has slowed down for the moment. Increased tech cost for 10 years. Scientific revolution halts. I mean, we are ahead on, like 15 years ahead of time, so, maybe we don't take tech in that time. Unless we have bigger, tech cost reductions than 5%. We have scientific revolution. I mean, we do have more reductions to our tech than we have penalties to taking tech. deal with the Alsatian peasants. And a couple days, Georgia will be fully occupied. Georgia still has an army, though, don't they? They still have 3,000 infantry, 4,000 cav. That's sad. Parallel authority. I can side with the burghers or the clergy. So probably the burghers are who, or I don't know. Well, I am going to side with the burghers, I think, because the clergy has more influence, and I don't see the burghers getting too much more authority. And I'll make a generous donation, I guess. I could I could seek the support of the clergy, but kind of a fan of my prestige and legitimacy being how it is right now. How much does it cost me to go up to 3 stability? At 184? Okay, we're ahead of time on admin anyway, so... I mean... I was thinking maybe I didn't have that achievement, but it looks like I do, so... The respected achievement. I think it's 3 stability, 100 legitimacy, and 100 prestige. Maybe I'm wrong, but... I thought that was what was required for it. Okay. So I think I'm going to have this army wait in Georgia. Okay, can somebody please occupy, like, Chernigoff? Like, Holland? You guys are in that area. Ah, the Great Vassal Swarm. Of a revolt in Istrien. Alright, well, we've got an army right in, like, right over there, not quite in the area, but should be fine. Are there any forts that can... Oh, well. We'll take care of it. We'll take back the occupation once it's fallen. So apparently Holland doesn't want to help with that. What's... Curious if there are any important centers of trade. Okay, Nizhny Novgorod is one of them. And of course Moscow. Novgorod is one as well. Alright, well... I'll have to wait and see whether... Okay, why is Holland not coming here? Are you now? Is this what this is for? Okay, cool. We have 40 aggressive expansion with Russia. Only 40. Okay. Olenus is taken. Chernigov is taken. Okay. Don't leave any holes. Just let's have Silesia occupy Mojaisk, if they will. And Istria has been retaken for Salzburg. Have that army go back to Vizcaya. So I think Russia's going to want out of this war soon, in case you can't tell. Okay, Novgorod, please fall. La Mancha is revolting. Naval tradition scorned. Lose 20 Navy tradition, gain Army tradition, or lose 5 Navy tradition. We'll lose the 5 Navy tradition. What is our naval tradition at anyway? It's not that high, I know, but we're actually losing naval tradition right now. Battle of La Mancha is over. Novgorod should fall soon, relatively soon, hopefully. There we go. I mean, that's not too bad, right? Is Russia... We didn't... Oh, right, we couldn't make Russia co-belligerent. So, we'll wait until the end of this month. Boundary dispute. Press issue on Mogilev. Or settled issue. Lose 1 stability. Sure, we'll press the issue. And I'm actually going to do something. Go to Kurland. And I want to grant them a core on Mogilev. And then they'll get Mogilev in the peace deal. Or after the peace deal. So, next, now that it's March, I want to recall the diplomat from, let's go with Liège. We have managed to convert the heretics of Cyprus. Okay. And I'm going to wait until Murom is occupied before I piece Russia out. Unless Salzburg gives it up. But they didn't. I'll wait for the battles to finish. Anyone else still fighting right now? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we'll piece Russia out. I kind of want Astrakhan. I'll even take that just to give me a nicer border, I guess is what I'll say. I want Novgorod and Mogilev. Let's just take every province between those two. Can I actually May not be able to go all the way into Moscow, but I can try. Yeah, that's way too much. Any provinces down here with significant modifiers? Doesn't look like it. Ooh, okay, Smolensk is included in that. I won't go straight for bordering with Moscow, having a border with Moscow. Alright, I'll take that. And now we have a 100% war score with Georgia. And we should be able to fully annex them. I wish there was just a full annex button. I didn't even try to take money from Russia, did I? They probably have a lot of it. Remember back in the beginning of the game, or close to the beginning of the game, when Russia was like our greatest defense, or Muscovy was one of our greatest defense against the Polish-Lithuanian alliance? Yeah, me neither. Okay, so we demand full annexation. We also demand all of their money. And revocation on as many cores as they will. And that works. 79% peace deal. Go for it. And now I probably have some insane amount of overextension, 111%. But that's not going to be for long because it's time for a cut, and I will distribute the territory. Everything has been given out from the Georgian-Russian War, and now that that's done, even though it has nothing to do with really Western Europe, which is my primary target, now I can move on to Milan and Great Britain. So, yeah, first is Milan, who is actually rival to Great Britain. We still have a truce with them until, what, next year? Yeah, June of next year. But before I do that, I'm going to do something a little bit crazy. So I'm going to enact a couple of policies, just because I want to see if I can start bankrupting some of my vassals, because if I remember right, I've done it before. So we've now stacked up so many modifiers for income from vassals, which will come directly from their taxes. So I'm going to wait until the end of this month, and I don't know if that's... Yeah, our income from our vassals is modified by the following: base value 10%, legitimacy 5%, tribute system from Influence Ideas, 25%, Vassal Obligation Act, 25%, and the Integrated Administration Act, 25%. So, a little bit, stupid, a little bit sadistic. Set my colonial vassals to be aggressive. But I want to see if I can. So yeah, I don't know if this income value has updated or not, but we'll see in a couple days. It's 281 right now. Okay, so it updated already. Never mind. We are making 291 ducats a month, though, right now. Total. Okay. That's probably going to bleed a lot of my vassals completely dry. Anyway, so next is destroy Milan. I should send my diplomat to improve relations with people. Okay. Well, we'll recall him and get it going. Take capital Cremona, declare Lucca as a co-belligerent. Everybody gets called in. Lucca will join. Don't know if Portugal will... I don't know if Portugal will want to join or not. Where's Portugal's capital right now? It's in Benin. Okay. I mean, that's not something I'd be against taking. Let's see if, that goes the way I want it to. And I think I've said already that I'm going to be taking land myself from this point forward. No more feeding vassals. Because I want my vassals to have time to core stuff before I press the button. Okay, Portugal has joined the war, which is what I wanted. What is Milan's war score? Total war score is 61%. Okay, that's doable. And Suez Canal will be finished in November of next year, so that's excellent. We'll put a general on the ships because I need to go take the Portuguese islands. All right. I don't need to. I want to. I might also want to take some of Portuguese land in Morocco and in the West African Charter. New leadership. In light of many setbacks and hardships that have plagued our canal project in Sharkia, it's not surprising to hear that the local leadership has become dispirited and that much of the workforce has sunk into apathy. Perhaps we need to send someone else to take over and reorganize the operation. Commission new leaders, or it gets done later. I'll commission new leaders despite the admin cost. Okay, come on, guys. Is nobody... Oh, wait. I think I forced my vassals to disband a lot of their army, actually, by doing what I did. It's fine. Everything will be fine. Maybe. We'll have to see if everything will be fine. Okay, so move these guys up to Madrid, and this army will now be the one that goes in and deals with all of the... Actually, hold on. I am going to change this. Everybody siege. Don't be aggressive. I'll be aggressive. You guys just go in and siege land. I need to wait on... My navy's getting over here. Oh, Jesus. There are a lot of... Oh, Milan has a lot of heavy ships. I'm surprised. And now that I've seen that army, I think I need to go and deal with them on my own. Okay, yeah, I want both of these guys to go there. And then I can't have them just immediately turn around and go to the other one. Nope. Great Britain has collapsed. Should probably go deal with the siege in Marrakesh and try to get Portugal out before they take that Portugal-occupied Ivory Coast. That's annoying. Hopefully they don't win the siege right here. Battle of Madeira, they won that siege. Are you kidding me? Alright, so they won that that battle. They'll go to the next one. All of my vassal ships are dealing with Milans. Okay, I'm very close to getting. I think I already have unrestricted conquest, don't I? It seems like I can just core wherever I want. But I don't know. Okay, we've won the Battle of the Azores, is that what that said? Yep, it must have. That's a pretty good sized Portuguese fleet, mostly transports. Let's go get them. Alright, so Lucca is sieging, or Lubeck is sieging down Milan's capital. I should probably go up to France to get Lucca. We'll stack wipe them. Yep. Good. Converted the Canary Islands. So this should be a good battle against Portugal's fleet when this gets occupied, which it will. Take those guys off of forced march just to let their morale recover. We captured a transport. And we can finish off aristocratic ideas. Which means we... When do I get my last idea group? 29. Okay. So now I go back to development reduction. Come on, win the siege so we can go get the Portuguese army. Revolutionary France has gone bankrupt. Where's France's capital anyway? Oh, nice. It's in the Philippines. Nothing closer to home, France? We've won the siege of Marrakesh. Now Portugal needs to be afraid. Even though they're in the mountains, we'll see. We'll deal with them with a 3-star general, hopefully. Okay, so we attacked them in the mountains, and we're dealing thousands of casualties every day. And stack wipe them. Ooh, there's a Portuguese fleet. Or that's the same one I attacked, isn't it? Oh, don't have these guys sit right there. 42, that's not cool. $49 is better. Not much, though. Okay, have these guys go to Sinop. Okay. Everybody is occupying and besieging. It's good. It's what I want. And these guys, I'm going to separate and hopefully go and occupy multiple things. Occupied Haha. Split the army again. And again. No. No. We'll do it with just 2. And when does our golden age end? Golden era end again? 10 years. Okay, we've still got 10 years of golden era. Truce with Great Britain has ended. Not going to start a war right away with them. Although it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Bring my ships down. Take care of the rest of that Portuguese fleet that we attacked earlier. Ooh. That's bad. Can we get out of there? Yeah, we can. Okay, go to Ifni. It looks like Portugal's got military access through Mali, so and through Morocco. So we'll bring our armies up to help because it looks like the Portuguese army is going to... Yeah, we're going to be fighting... Maybe not. Maybe we won't. They're going to Sora. Lock them in. Go reinforce. They probably would have been better off fighting in the mountains or in the highlands, but instead they wasted the engagement. All right, so let's go for their capital. As crazy as that is, how many troops does Portugal have? They have 20,000 infantry, for about 4,500 cav and 19,000 artillery. Okay, Liège is down here, looking to, I think, siege some of that. We're still trying to siege down Firenze, which is controlled by Lucca. Okay, we'll do that. Liège is going to fight the Algerian revolutionaries. There's Lorrainian noble rebels in the Pyrenees. But that's mountains, right? Armor and Porto also have peasants. I'll have to go deal with those myself, probably. Unless one of my vassals wants to. Vassals. How many troops does it take? Okay, that's only fort level 2, so we don't need a lot of troops to siege down Dara. Though it would probably help if I got both armies working on it. This might be crazy. Just sending my army all the way down into West Africa to Suez Canal finished. Throughout history, attempts have been made to connect the Red Sea and the Mediterranean in some capacity, but none have succeeded on the level of Prussia's project. Where ships once needed to encircle a continent to travel between Europe and the Indian Ocean, the barrier of land that many captains have no doubt cursed for centuries has been chipped away by our ingenious engineers. None thought it would be possible for decades, but we dared not only think it, but to do it. It will change the course of ships and of history. Gain 40 prestige. Okay. Finish that occupation. Go up to Dara. We anywhere close to okay, Firenze is getting closer to falling. And it would appear that, nope, my vassals don't want to deal with any of the revolts going on. The United States declared war against Iroquois. Spain declared war on Peru. We're about to fight Portugal, one of Portugal's armies. Merchants suffering. Let's... You know what? Give them support. 10 power is not really much to cry about. And... Cool. We're now sieging down Portugal's new capital. Influenza will quarantine the port. I learned my lesson at the beginning of this campaign to always quarantine the port. Switzerland has brought their army down, so let's make sure that the Swiss stick to it. Because I'm going to go relieve the occupations and sieges in Spain. Wait for the armies to get together. Good. Go attack them there. Looks like Mecklenburg is coming to relieve Porto's occupation. Won a battle in Benin. Not too far away from winning the siege. Let's knock that down. Knock those walls down. And please fall. Then we just go and destroy. Nope. I was hoping we could just go and destroy Portugal's army. There's the majority of Portugal's navy. They've got 22 heavies and 28 galleys. We've got 27 heavies. That's disappointing. Okay, it's not that disappointing, actually. Okay, I was going to say we can go and blockade the Barbary coast. That's not necessary. Let's go hold the Straits of Messina, because it looks like Milan is... Okay, we've won the Siege of Firenze. Urbino's being sieged down by Brabant. Let's make sure they keep doing that. Yeah, it is Brabant, so... And then... Looks like Brandenburg will take Messina. Or at least try to. We'll go and assist, even though we'll probably cause a lot of attrition for both of us. And it looks like the rebellion has been taken care of, and there's... They decided to move off the fort in the Pyrenees to try to get Urgell. I mean, that's smarter than what you were doing. But I didn't know you were allowed to do that as rebels. We won the Siege of Benin. Now we go to take care of the Portuguese army. And this is going to cause a lot of casualties, I think. Okay, no, we just straight up stack wipe them. We've won the Battle of Urgell. Anything going on in the New World? Any of my vassals doing anything cool? Not really. Oh. Portuguese, Rio de Prata's in Louisiana, and I didn't even realize it. And the Iroquois are beating the United States? That's hilarious and surprising. On the Battle of Wari. Now we'll go up and fight a battle in Ondo. And Costa do Oro is one of the ones that I want. In fact, I want this whole coastline. Okay, I think my game just crashed. That was weird. I thought my game crashed, but it apparently was just really, really laggy. Who knew Vassal Swarm would be a possible negative thing in any way? Revolt in Erzurum. We have an army over in this area, so we'll take care of that. How many generals can we have right now? 4 out of 6? Ha. Okay, get a 4th general. And he's a badass. I mean, even more so than this guy. So we're at 69% on Milan. Lucca should want to get out right now. Or they might not want to get out right now, but we might be able to full annex them right now. Okay, full annexation. And Lucca's removed. Firenze is ours. There's only 2.5 unrest here. Why so little unrest? Tolerance. Okay, they produce wine. Tolerance, positive stability. Just. Legitimacy, Prussian monarchy. Okay. Let's go occupy these two, just for the heck of it. Or we try to get Portugal out. Is Portugal willing to get out? We'll say yes to that. Take Arguin. The Ivory Coast to Benin, which they'll accept. Okay, you know what? No. So, I know I said that the Georgia-Russian War would be the last time I gave my vassals land, but against my better judgment, I'm going to give land to some of my vassals. These three are going to Bavaria. Don't really care about that. Oh wait, I can't. This isn't my vassal. Algiers is not my vassal. They're allied with Mali and Kanem-Bornu. Or Kanem-Bornu. But still, eliminating the coast of Portugal from, I mean, even that's kind of difficult. Still, probably worth it. We're going to try it. Try something, I guess. That's Verdun. This will go to Holland. That stuff, I'll let Portugal keep that. Okay, so right now we have the Ivory Coast. We take the Portuguese islands and Arguin, also Cape Verde, just because. Oh, that won't accept that. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just take that then. So much for giving land to vassals. Yeah, I think everything I'm taking is for myself. It gives us 12 overextension. start converting it right away. Those are Catholic, right? Okay. So we'll have this army pretty much separated from the rest, but that's fine. And I'm wondering, these are in trade companies, right? So will that give me... It won't give me 50%, which means I won't get a merchant from it. Maybe once I add them to the trade companies, but we'll have to see. Okay, and there's two armies I know I divided up, isn't there? Wait a minute, I just realized something. We have a merchant, Wilhelm Friedrich Billeback. Oh, it says he's in the Baltic Sea, but he's not. So I want him to go to the Ivory Coast, and he will transfer trade to the English Channel. Hopefully. And then we'll see how much trade is actually going there. Okay, we pull most of the trade now into the English Channel from there. Excellent. Sadly, well, England's still pulling trade up there too. And there is... Hold on. Before I forget again... There's that 20,000. Okay, those are the two that are... There's no unrest here. That expires in 3 years, by which time... Okay. So I'm going to bring these ships down to Sharkia. Pick up the army there. Right, I need to take these guys up to the Mecklenburger peasants. Deal with them. They might win the siege before that, hopefully not. Really, they went all the way around that way? That's weird to me, but okay. We have a revolt in Astrakhan. Luckily there is a fort there. What is the supply limit there? 46? Eh. Have these guys come back and stay there. Really, Milan brought troops to the New World. I mean, that's funny, but I don't know how effective it'll be. Oh, okay, so the rebels won their fight. Or won their siege. So Milan is at 91%. Just took down another army. Let's go and reoccupy Powhatan. And Messina refuses to fall. Have our army wait in Manhattan. Don't know if I need to retake all of the stuff Milan has taken to get 100% war score, but okay, we've won the Siege of Messina. About time. Let's go and attack them with our amazing general. And of course we're fighting in the mountains. Need a new admin advisor. Go with this guy. We have... Okay, there's a fight going on. That's what it is. Okay, we've won that siege. And we've occupied Syracuse. So we have a full occupation against them. And now all they need, oh, they've occupied a lot of our colonial vassal stuff though. So too much of a pain to go in and take that all back, I'd say. We just piece them out. Maybe once the naval engagements end. We demand their full annexation. And as much money as they'll give us. Milan, Great Britain, and Portugal will want to form a coalition against us. Well, Great Britain won't be around for too much longer. Well, they will be, actually, now that I think about it, but... That is... Oh, I can adopt oligarchic administration. So before I do that, because that's of course what I want to do, first of all, no, we're not doing that. Unless, I will do that, if and only if the Hohenzollern family dies out. But for now, I need to core everything. We're at 84% overextension, so before I go to war with England, I think I'm going to let some of the old cores that I took, or old territory I took, core, which will take about 2 years. So, is that everything that I can core? I think so? No. Whoa, I was way off. Is that everything? There we go. Okay. So, Milan is eliminated. The last holdouts in Western Europe for territory that I don't have is Great British Ireland. And that should be an easy war to win, I think. In fact, you know what? I'll go in and fight them. Well, first of all, we don't need these guys standing here. We can move them somewhere else. Probably Italy would be a good idea. Actually, no, we have an army in Italy. Did we take any other islands that there might be revolts on? I don't know. Just have these guys come down to Lisbon, I guess. And we'll put the awesome general in charge here. And I did move this army to Rome, didn't I? Yes. This army will move into England, or move into Ireland, which is controlled by England. And declare war. Now I will be interested to see. That's something I should have done too. So it doesn't look like England has an army up here. They only have 8,000 troops, 8,000 infantry, 3,000 cav, and 4,000 artillery themselves, but their allies have some more. So we'll do something similar to a carpet siege. And I am going to end this episode here, and in the next episode we will have all of Europe, or all of Western Europe, I should say.